Good morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash video for this Friday, and we are now at the 17th of April, 2020. All right. So last night we heard, in fact, yesterday it was the strangest thing because we heard the president was going to come out with a phased plan deal. Yet when he did it after the markets closed, it was around 6 o'clock Eastern time, the markets exploded to the upside. It's sort of like a delayed reaction. Normally you know this is coming, and the market still took off. So we're still holding gains, nowhere near the highs of the day. You're off from the high in the Dow, about 550 points. We're up 900 points, so that's quite a bit of a slip back. But I keep watching the metals, and they're not rebounding as much as I wanted to see. Yet, copper is. It's one of these strange days. You would think if the copper's up, maybe the silver would get a bid with it. Yet we still see that we're getting bids into the bonds and the notes. If they're getting a bid, so if today was a risk-on day, I would not expect to see bonds and notes up. I'd expect to see them down. I would expect to see at the same time, if it's risk-on, the metals down, and they are. The copper market, no, I would expect that down. Instead, it's up. The dollar, if it's a risk-on day, would do what? Fall. You're getting these mixed signals. They're not all fitting together, but I guess that's what markets do. They don't always fit together. As you can see, U.S. crude, $24 a barrel. It's playing at near its low, $24.60, and you're looking at Brent up a little bit. So strange what's going on, but U.S. supplies are still too big. We know that. I doubt that this is more than just a bounce in the Brent. You need something else, although they are talking now that they don't think there's enough being done, and they just did something in OPEC, and they're questioning if they have to do a bit more, and maybe that's why that's gotten a little bit of a bid. In the grain markets, not much going on there at all. So, as I said, the U.S. announced a three-phase approach. You can read about that in the news. I won't go over that. But sooner rather than later, parts of the 29 states that the president said fit into this where they can begin these phases, some of them are going to begin. And you know they're going to be states like Wyoming, Montana, it'll be areas like that, the lower density, but we have to see what California, Washington, other more populous states do. The Conference Board, this should not be a surprise. These are historic breaks. March leading economic indicators down 6.7%. Prior was revised down 0.2 from the gain that it showed of 1/10. The lagging economic indicators, they're up 0.12. The prior was up only 0.4, but the coincidence indicator down nearly a full point. The prior was up 0.3. China, this is just the worst numbers they've ever seen. Their first quarter GDP contracted 6.8% on the year. I don't remember them showing a contraction. That's the strange thing. First quarter growth on the quarter was down nearly 10%. Industrial production down 1.1%, but this was better than expected. Remember I kept saying we're hearing factories are going back to work, and I think that's what we had seen there. And of course the industrial production proves that those rumors weren't wrong. They were up 32% on the month. So yes, we saw that with smog pictures and the like. People said, they don't tell the truth. Well, apparently, if you believe their numbers, there is some truth. Now, Eurostat talked about inflation in Europe, and obviously there is none. The countries that are doing better with it are Germany and the Netherlands, but if you look at Italy and Greece, there's just no inflation. Everybody's going to have a hard time getting back to an inflation scenario, and the one thing we have to worry about in the U.S. is we don't want to see a deflation scenario start kicking in these markets. So those are the things I'm looking at in a big way. Over the weekend, I want you to start questioning yourself. With these type of markets, and believe me, there's volatility everywhere. I was reading today where the algorithms had stepped into FX trading, which they normally don't do. But you're seeing the volatility where you normally don't get this kind of volatility. So you got to ask yourself, gee, what should I be doing? What are the confidence things? I want to do this. Do I feel right about the trade? I want to start you off with that. Each morning at about 5:30 to 5:45 in the morning, I record on 40 charts on the markets. Now, I'm not in that video. You don't want to see me that early. But the reality is I've got my screen. got professional recording equipment, and I'm walking you through more indicators than you see when I do my end of the day wrap up, way more. And I'm able to say in that video, I want you to buy here, I want you to sell there, this is what you do. I'm giving you the wrap up out of also Asia, Europe, so to start your day off before you even get going. I cover all the markets in a certain sequence each and every time, so you can jump right in the video and see where it's at. Introductory price for this, $7.95. After that, $15 every 30 days. What do you have to lose? $7.95. It's not even a tick in most markets. Simply go to our website under the word research. And if you're a Spider ETF trader, you can look at it right there as well. You'll see what we offer in that. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good trade day. I will talk to everybody come this afternoon with our weekend edition of our wrap-ups. Good luck. Good trading to you.